Mauritius sous les tropiques. Ce soir, nous présentons deux artistes très belles danseuses de Russie et qui pratiquent pas nécessairement la danse d'origine russe, mais c'est la danse belly dancing et samba. Alors, ces deux danseuses, Anastasia et Maria, établies déjà à Maurice et mariées à un Mauricien qui sont amoureux de le paradis, fait ouvrir une école que je pratique la danse pour faire vraiment ce talent à nos jeunes Mauriciens pour connaître un peu sur cette danse que vous êtes bien contents. Alors, tout de suite, sans tarder, je vous présente Maria et Anastasia pour nous découvrir un peu plus sur le belly dancing et sur la samba. Wow, Maria, we just had a glance of what you can do, the dance you were performing. You're such a great belly dancer, and who also a teacher into meditation and yoga. We would like to know about you. Who is Maria?
Hi, I'm Maria. I'm the belly dance teacher. I'm coming from Russia originally, and I have an honor to present the belly dance art in Mauritius.
Okay, so you're in Mauritius for how many years up to now?
Up to now, I'm living in Mauritius. It's almost 6 years.
Really, 6 years?
Yes.
And I guess you love the country?
I'm in love with the country before even I met the country.
Really?
Yes.
And before meeting the one who took you to this country?
That's true, you're right, yes.
So you're married to a Mauritian?
Yes, I'm married with a Mauritian gentleman.
Yeah. So what about the culture and the dance? So before coming here with your culture, with the dance that you perform, how do you find the country with the culture, with the music?
Well, I knew about the country from those time my boyfriend, who was telling me about Mauritius, how it's beautiful, how people are nice. I saw it already because I had a possibility to have a friends from Mauritius. And then when I came here, we didn't know those time that if we would stay here or not. But my husband gave me the possibility to observe and decide if I want to stay here. So I really love it, and I found it so warming, so welcoming, and there is so many things that you can do here in Mauritius. So it's like a really beautiful place. It's ideal place.
So you are in performing arts as a belly dancer, but initially did you learn belly dancing, or what kind of dance school did you attend?
Actually, my dancing career started very earlier. As much as I remember myself, I loved to dance, and since very early age. So my parents noticed this passion as well, and I started to attend the choreography art school. So it's like a classical disciplines of the different dancing styles. When I accomplished it after 5 years, then I started to choose different styles and to learn it in particular. So the belly dance was one of the styles that I loved most, and I started to learn it with the best teachers.
But initially in the school they were teaching the traditional Russian dance, or was it the classical dance?
It's a classical dance, yeah. It's some elements of ballet, it's our traditional dancing as well. So it's like a nice base for the beginners of choreography arts, I would say.
3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Russian ballet dance, normally we see at the earliest age the girls or boys starting. This is giving better result.
Well, basically, ballet school, if you're accomplishing the art school for the dance disciplines, then you decide if you want to do your career in the ballet, then you are going to specific ballet schools or ballet colleges.
Alright, very good. Coming to the tiptoe.
After the classical dance, now you could see that you want to perform more into belly dancing. But was it the culture really of, because belly dancing initially originates from not really from Western countries, it's mostly known in Egypt and other Oriental countries. So how you came to like this dance?
Well, I love the Oriental type of music since the childhood. So when I was listening it with every possibility, my body just started to dance by itself, right? And then at those time when I accomplished also the art school, the belly dance came to Russia. So it was about 20 years ago, and this culture started to come and, won the hearts of the dancers. And those time I got to know about the belly dance. I saw how people performing it, and I decided that I want to learn it too, and I want to be a professional belly dancer.
In some countries you were performing. Did you give some concert in Russia?
Oh, yes, of course. But first you need to learn, and it takes quite a lot of years, right, before you will start and before you will be able to perform. But we had a small performances for the beginners, and then for intermediate level, I was attending a lot of conferences and congresses and master classes. So, and then, yes, of course, we was having the performances. When you're ready for that, then you can perform.
That's great. Besides being a professional dancer, do you have another profession?
Yes, of course. I actually have 2 master degrees, which is not related with my art career.
Which field it is?
One field is economics and accounting. I have one diploma, and the second one is related with petrol, and it's extracting, transporting of the petrol and petrol products.
Petroleum
so it's
products.
like a technical sphere, right?
Okay.
Beautiful. Come in here, sitting down.
So after getting this professional training, you are more willing to go into dancing, or what is it?
Well, my art career and my dancing career was always going in parallel with my business career. I never stopped dancing. There was a times when I was really focusing more on the dancing career. At the same time, I was studying in the universities for other professions. But sometimes I really couldn't understand what I want to do more, to focus on the business or to focus on the art career. But I think the time is coming when you decide for sure. So at this point of life, I decided that my aim is to do the art career.
So finally, after coming to Mauritius and staying here for more than 5 years, you come to know the culture and everything. So you want also to give the opportunity to other youngsters here. We want to maybe to know more about belly dancing.
Yes, absolutely, and this was my aim, to share my experience with the Mauritian people, with the young people, with teenagers, with the ladies, I mean, with everyone who has a passion to dance, but who didn't have a possibility before to learn with a professional teacher.
Very good.
Alors, Sumeda, c'est pourquoi cette passion pour le belly dance?
Tu peux suivre Belly Dance sur YouTube et vu que comme on trouve Maria a fait sur place, m'en intéressé venu et mon père apprendre presque 1 an. Et me content parce qu'il a beaucoup de flexibilité et puis pour la santé aussi et puis moi enjoy.
Vous pensez que c'est une bonne distraction au lieu de ça à la maison et télévision portable?
Oui, much better. Je suis plus content danse. Et pour moi, à part le travail, il y a une bonne distraction. Moi dans le ministère des Finances. Et de me relaxer un petit peu et enjoy. En même temps, je peux apprendre une nouvelle danse.
So up to now, you have been able to find some students. Are the youngsters really interested in this dance?
Well, yes, because I'm the founder of the Belly Dance Mauritius Society since 2.5 years, and I started to give my classes about 2 years ago. And of course, for this time, I have already a lot of students, and those who started earlier, they're already performing in a very good level as well, so they're learning with this time, and actually it's developing more and more month by month, year by year, so we have more and more students.
So we have done also some shooting with you in different locations of the country, in different hotels. So let us see a bit more to know about your dancing, a video clip of your performance. Through these videos, we have really an idea of what you can perform with so much grace. But in this country also you must have seen, we are a country rich of culture, of different kind of music, different kinds of dance, whether it is Oriental dance from the Indian culture, mix a blend with Western culture, and we have our typical own dance, which is the Sega. What do you think of our Sega?
Well, Sega is really authentic dance. I love it so much. I also tried to dance it a few times. I mean, in the parties, and the thing is that about the Sega, it's so magical dance. When you start to dance it, you cannot stop.
Really?
Yeah, it is really beautiful art.
But there are specific steps. Do you manage with the steps?
Yes, actually, I could manage with the steps. Well, thanks to my choreography background, I quite quickly catch it. But it's really a magical dance. I mean, in terms of that, if you start to dance it, you cannot stop. Basically, the school that we recently opened with my friend and another dance teacher, Anastasia. So we unite our forces and our experiences and our choreographies, and we created the project, the #1 dance and yoga studio in Mauritius. And this is our main project for now. So we are really focusing on it, and this is what we love to do. And we don't want to really bring our focus to somewhere else. So this is what we want to do. We want it to be successful, and we want people to come to our school to learn to love the dancing, to stretch their body through the yoga and stretching classes as well, which we are offering.
Okay. So I came to know also not only dancing, you're also a yoga teacher and you do meditation. So tell us a bit more about this.
Yes, actually I started to practice yoga almost at the same time when I started to learn the belly dance. So my first teacher of the belly dance, she saw the talent and she said, you obviously have the talent to be a professional belly dancer, and if you want to come to this quicker and to make your body more flexible for the belly dance, you need to start to practice yoga. And those time, to my shame, well, because it actually was not really popular in Russia those time, I heard about yoga, but I didn't know what is that exactly. And straight after she told me to try it, and I went to the best yoga teacher in the town, in the city, and I just enrolled and I started to practice. After first class, I fell in love with yoga. And after that, I cannot stop. I'm practicing every day, so it's already more than 15 years.
So we can say yoga is a mode of life itself, is an art of living.
Yes, it's an art of living. Actually, yoga is not just a physical. For me, it started as a physical exercise, but it influenced so much in all my life sphere, and on my character, on me in general. So this is what I think make me as me. It's the yoga and the belly dance.
Let's say for someone who has never had the opportunity to go to a dance school or who doesn't have a good, nice body, so can this person do belly dancing?
Absolutely. The belly dance is suitable for everyone because belly dance is so ancient art of the dance. It's I think it's one of the ancients in the human history actually. Yeah. It doesn't require you to be tall or short or skinny or a bit more, with additional weight or whatever. You just come and you enjoy.
But you need to have the belly.
No, actually, no.
Not really.
Why it calls belly dance? The belly dance is just the commercial name. The real name of this type of dance is raqs sharqi. Yeah. So we call it more professionally. It's Oriental dance, yeah, or Arabic dance, because originally it came from Egypt, and then it was spreading in the whole Gulf countries, in the North African countries like Morocco and Tunisia. So that's why it's better and more correct to call it raqs sharqi or Oriental dance.
So besides dancing, we'd like to know about you. How do you interact with the local community? What about the different cultures and dance? What about the food itself?
Yes, so I'm really open-minded for all the cultures, and with every possibility I try to interact with the local people wherever I'm traveling or staying in Mauritius. So Of course, my husband, he's Hindu, so I'm going obviously for a lot of Hindu weddings and different pujas and temples. So it's really interesting for me to attend all these events and, of course, to try the food and to dance with the people and to speak with the people. And I really love, you know, the curries that you have in the weddings, for example. It's so tasty. I mean, all the Mauritian food is very tasty, but especially I love the vegetarian curries because I'm a vegetarian, and this is my favorite.
That's great.
Yeah.
And what are the curries really that you like among the vegetarian one?
Oh well, I like pumpkin curry.
Really?
Yes.
Dal puri, you like?
Dal puri, yes, all dal puri and chapati, you know, these
That's
things,
great.
and gato pimo. Very nice. I don't eat it every day.
Yeah.
Yes, because it's a little bit too oily for my diet, but
What about the language? Do you speak a bit of Creole after 5 years?
honestly,
Not yet.
not so much, but I just say a few words and I collaborate with my dogs mostly on Creole.
Okay, you talk to the dogs in Creole?
Yes.
Oh my, not with the husband?
With husband we speak English.
Okay, that's great, that's fine. So Maria, it has been a great pleasure to know really about your performances, about belly dancing, and especially about your projects of the school that you're willing to launch in Mauritius. And we wish you lots of success here.
Thank you so much for inviting me, for giving the possibility to speak about the belly dance, about the arts, and for people to know that it's available in Mauritius, and we are waiting everyone in our school to join the beautiful art of dancing.
Thank you a lot.
Thank you.
we have here in this show a beautiful lady named Anastasia. Thank you for coming to our show. You are initially from Russia, from the city of St. Petersburg, but you're not really into Russian dance, but specialize into Samba dance. How did all this started?
Maybe it's quite unusual for Russian to dance professionally Brazilian dance, but actually I've been always, since I remember, I've been always attracted to Latin American culture, to Brazilian culture, and I always had this in me. And then I haven't started dancing since I was a kid, but I came to dance when I was like 17 years old. And then when I first was introduced to Brazilian culture and Brazilian samba, then I felt in love with the dance, with the rhythm, and after I could not stop dancing.
Did you went to a proper dance school of the traditional Russian dance in the beginning?
Actually, in the beginning, the story is quite funny because when I was around 5 years old, my parents, they wanted to give me to ballet school. And then after first class, the teacher said, nothing you can do about her. She's like a piece of wood. She cannot dance.
Really?
So you can forget about dance. And since this time, I remember I always thought, I had on my mind that dance is not for me. And then after many years, when I was 17, I was introduced to Latin American dance like salsa, bachata. So it was like social dance, so I was dancing with my friends. And after, when I became more interested, when I understood I can actually dance, I went to school. And then when I had passion for Brazilian dance, then I found teachers from Brazil. So it was a proper professional school where I studied for at least 3 years. And we had lots of workshops, traveling around the world. So, and I learned mostly with the Brazilian teacher.
Alors dis-nous vraiment aujourd'hui, tu viens de choisir pour une pratique belly dance.
Non, on n'a pas eu ce sens là, mais c'était une opportunité là pour nous danser.
Et vous content la danse?
Oui, bien content.
Et quel type de danse tu peux faire avant?
Je peux danser Bollywood. Après, nous dansons samba avec belly dance.
Est-ce qu'il y a une différence ou belly est un peu pareil, belly dance avec Bollywood?
Non, pareil, oui.
Et dis-moi comment tu trouves vraiment la danse samba? Est-ce que ça vraiment aide toi?
Plus gracieuse. Et puis, je suis tout le temps fascinée par la danse, mais pourquoi pas l'apprendre? Oui.
Est-ce que la danse est un autre moyen aussi pour...
Oui, bien sûr, parce que mon travail est une journée devant l'écran, mais un moment de détente, relaxation et tout, oui.
Et là, tu pourrais commencer, tu as une camarade, une copine, une cousine pour danser?
Oui, bien sûr. Au fait, moi déjà, j'ai tout venu joindre nous. Et puis c'était a beaucoup de problèmes de santé et tout. La danse, ou amuser aussi, et en plus, pour la santé, c'est bon.
C'est un très bon exercice.
Exactement.
When I started dancing, for me, dance took like 80% of my time. So,
Really?
like every day, every single day, I was dancing.
At that time, you were a student, I suppose.
I was a student, but it was quite quick because I was very motivated and I wanted to perform as soon as possible. So maybe it took like 1 year and a half to start performing.
But at that time in Russia, you were having teachers from South America, from Brazil, in Russia itself,
yes,
to teach this dance?
Yes, my first teachers, they were the female teacher, she was Russian, and her boyfriend at the time and partner, he was Brazilian. So actually they were the first one to introduce this dance in my city, in St. Petersburg.
Okay.
And then we always had some Brazilian teachers who would come every year to teach us, to show us different techniques.
So between Russia and Mauritius, starting from St. Petersburg to Belmar, this has been a love story from your country to here. And you're now loving this country. Tell us a bit more about this.
And actually it is a love story because I would never thought I will end up in Mauritius, but actually this time 2014, I used to work in the hotel. And there I met my husband, who is actually half French, half Mauritian. And as he is a pastry chef, and I'm a big fan of chocolate and pastries, so...
And you also, you love chocolate, I suppose.
I love chocolate, so that's how I felt in love with him.
Okay.
And then we came to Mauritius because he got a job offer here, so...
And you also, are you in the hotel industry, or what is your other profession besides dancing?
Actually, when I came to Mauritius, I started to work in the hotel as guest relations and mainly for Russian guests. And I worked there for 4 years, 3 months. And recently, I left hotel business because I wanted to devote my time for the passion. And actually, it's also very interesting. When I came to Mauritius, I was looking for a dance school where I could dance, but I could not find anything.
Really?
So, and then only after 4 years, I met my friend Maria, with whom we now opened dance school, #1 dance school in Mauritius. So I think we met on the right time, and then also she made me understood what is my real nature, because I forgot for some time, and then we were dancing together, and it was a very difficult decision to make, because you have a job where you feel like stable, and then you go for something unknown. So, but finally I made the step, so I left the hotel and now devote my time for dancing.
So this love story with Mauritius and your husband, you're here for how many years up to now?
Already 4.5 years.
4.5 years. And I suppose you must be loving this country.
Well, of course, for 4 years staying here, and actually, because in the beginning we thought maybe we were not sure how long we're going to stay, but then there were 2 years and 2 years more, and we feel very nice, and it's a very nice country.
Thank you. But what do you like best here?
But I think, like most of the Russians, they like the sea and the beach, and actually it's a very big advantage, because when you have a day off, or you want just to relax, you go on the beach, you swim, and you already feel nice. And there is lots of sun, which is very important, because in my city, St. Petersburg, we have maybe 2 sunny weeks per year.
Really?
And the whole time it's raining and quite cold.
And a long winter, I suppose, very cold.
A long winter as well.
Okay. So you're in paradise here?
In paradise. And all my friends and family who were visiting here, they don't want to come back, because
Really?
they feel very, very good here.
So they want to stay here and marry you here also?
No, they're already married, actually, so no chance for them.
That's good, that's good. Coming from Russia with a different westernized culture, and coming to Mauritius, here we have lots of culture, whether it is a mix of Indian culture with the local. What about the Sega dance itself? How do you find it?
So local dance is very nice, and actually every time when we go for the party or family event with my husband, and of course every time you have Sega dance and everyone is dancing, and I learned it quite quickly.
Really?
And it's very cheerful dance, and the most thing which I like, that for example Sega dance start to play, or all Mauritian dance, and all of them know how to dance it, even kids, and it's very nice. It's very nice that you keep this part of your culture till present moment.
That's great. And you're willing maybe to, because Brazilian or Samba dance has a connection with some, let's say, exotic dance. Do you find a relation between the Sega dance and the Samba that you dance?
Yes, exactly, because actually I was thinking why Samba can be interesting for Mauritian people, because Samba originally has African roots. When it was developed in Brazil, it has African beats, and the same like Sega dance, also it has this African history.
Yeah, because lots of, how do you say, through the slavery trade, most of African have moved to the South America and have transmitted this dance.
Yes, so actually they started this dance, and century after century it was developed.
Bend and straight. And then when you bend your right knee, automatically your left knee is going on the side. And we stay here.
Alors, Norma, comment trouve vraiment la session de belly dance et de salsa?
Très bien, samba. Mais c'est vraiment, vraiment bien pour faire du sport, pour être en forme, pour se déstresser surtout. Après le travail, c'est vraiment un excellent exercice et un bon moment de fun.
Content du Sega mauricien?
Bien sûr. Aussi, le Sega, toutes les danses internationales et locales, bien sûr.
tous les jours nous sommes très stressés, tout le monde travaille, mais comment on trouve la danse? Est-ce que c'est un autre moyen pour pouvoir...
Oui, c'est un autre moyen définitivement pour se déstresser du quotidien et surtout pour moi Samba, du fait qu'il me cause espagnol, me compte un petit peu tout ce qui tourne autour de tout ce qui est culture latine, donc c'est vraiment pour moi un moment fun à chaque fois, donc me paraît que ça classe là tous les jeudis tantôt.
Pas rater vraiment.
Jamais, depuis que j'ai commencé, jamais, pas une classe.
Est-ce que vous recommandez vraiment mes camarades, mes copines?
Bien sûr, je me recommande tout le monde parce que vraiment, ça, c'est un moment de bonheur et en même temps, on fait de l'exercice tout en s'amusant.
Ouais, surtout, qui message on a sur les jeunes qui n'existent pas que les autres portables, le WhatsApp, le Facebook. Et...
Ben, la danse, c'est vraiment un moment pour se déconnecter. Il faut absolument venir.
So what about also the dance, and you're willing to launch a dance school, same with your partner Maria. So what do you find about the local people, the youngsters? Are they willing to integrate into this new dance culture?
So actually now we just started, so we just launched our school, and what I can see, what is interesting, we have students different age range. We have like 30s, we have elder women, maybe 50, even after 50, and even we have some teenagers, kids, 12, 13 years old. They already come for classes, and they're very interested because it's something new, but also it's not like what we try to show in our school, that everyone can dance. You don't need to be someone special, or you should not be, some people think I need to have a special talent to dance. No, the most important is your motivation. And as you're motivated and you see, like we try to transfer this passion to our students. And then slowly, first they're a little bit timid, and after they start to open up. And after they tell someone, I'm going for this dance course, so we have more people joining.
Can we do it fast? So fast?
I sit at home, we will be watching television, playing portable, all this. So I choose to do some activities together with them. And it's a really very beautiful activity also for your good health, for your good body shape, all these things. I think in Mauritius we lack many this kind of activities.
Which country do you come from?
I came from China, but their papa is Mauritian.
And you were performing some typical dance in China?
We do send them to Chinese culture for the Chinese dance, but now the teacher has left, so here is very convenient for us. We live nearby here.
Alors, dis-moi ton nom?
Aisha.
Aisha. Alors, Aisha, tu aimes bien le belly dance?
Oui.
Et tu vas faire ça pour l'école?
Peut-être.
After 4 years, you like this country, the sea, the beach, everything is peaceful. But there's the other side, that, the local people, Mauritian, so some people will live a hectic life. We have to live, we have to work a lot. And then also we have to relieve the stress also. So what do you think about the dance as a therapy to be out of the stress and all?
Actually, I will tell you one story why I started to dance, like why I started to really be passionate and deep into dance, because it was a time of my life when I was like in deep stress, like very, very deep stress, like stress, I'm telling you, when you like crying almost days, so very, very upset. And then I said, I need to do something to take me out of this. And that's how I started to dance, and then more and more. And then you, at some point, you so much into this, in your new passion, you already forget all your troubles, and then you see actually how your life is transforming, because you meet new people, you have a new interest. For example, before maybe you didn't have like a healthy way of life, but now you're dancing, and then you think, okay, maybe these things to eat, they won't be good for me, or maybe smoking is not good for me, so I will change. And then slowly, slowly you see how your life is changing. And of course, dance, it's a way to express yourself, and it's a way to release your stress, especially after work, because you do all these exercises and you're around the people, and the most important thing, it brings you happiness.
That's great. So your husband is a Mauritian, he works in the hotel industry, he's a great chef by doing very nice cakes. But what about coming home? What is the kind of food that you cook at home, and is there a mix in this lifestyle?
So actually at home I would say I cook more Russian food.
Who's the one cooking at home?
Sometimes me, sometimes my husband, but you know, after when you work the whole day on the kitchen, you don't really want to cook.
He has been cooking whole day, then coming home is not willing to.
Yeah, of course. So during the week I can say I cook for him, and then when we have day off he cooks a breakfast for us, because honestly speaking he is better cook than me.
Definitely. But what about, my question is about, is coming from a Russian culture with a Mauritian culture, is there a new blend of cooking, a new different lifestyle?
Yes, because actually when you make some simple dish like just eggs, fried eggs, so there is always chili in it, or green chili, which like now I'm a fan of green chili also.
So you're liking mostly all the Mauritian dishes that we need hot chili?
I like chili a lot.
Really?
Yes.
Because most Europeans, especially those from the northern part, they are not fond of hot dishes.
It's true actually, because in Russia we're not used to this such a great variety of spices, and especially chili, because normally like in Russian food we don't put so much spicy. So for most people they're not used to this, and like it's too spicy for them.
So now we can see you live in a spicy country.
Spicy, yes. Actually you need some spicy when you dance.
And dance. So Anastasia, we thank you for being in this show, and this has enabled us to know a bit more about you, about the Russian culture, and about the Samba dance. And we wish you lots of success in the launching of your new school, and to be able to teach our Mauritian youngsters to know about this dance.
Thank you very much, Yam, and thank you very much for this opportunity to express our passion. And just the last thing I want to tell, like for the youngsters and for like all people, the most difficult thing is to make the first step. But after when you make the step, you will see how your life is changing and how you discover something new.
So before ending this program, we'll see another excerpt of your talents in another video clip.
Eu fico na janela esperando ela passar de mini saia. É perna pra dedéu do chão, céu que fica sobre a mini saia. Ela usa pra provocar, rebolando ela faz dançar. A saia roda, gira, todos viram que ela vinha, que alegria. Sequete bumbum, a molecada para até o futebol. O vento bate, o sol derrama o seu amor. A cor do céu não é azul, é rosa. E a rua inteira reparou na mini saia. Sequete bumbum, na mini saia. Sequete bumbum. Ela sai assim de manhã, começa o dia já botando pra quebrar. Sabe que é gostosa, fica toda prosa, quando sacode o seu balangandã. A saia roda, tira, todos viram que ela vinha, que alegria. Segue bumbum, a molecada para até o futebol. O vento bate, o sol derrama o seu amor. A cor do céu não é azul, é rosa. E a rua inteira reparou na mini saia. Segue bumbum, na mini saia. Segue bumbum. Ela sai assim de manhã, começa o dia já botando pra quebrar. Sabe que é gostosa, fica toda prosa, quando sacode o seu balangandã. Eu fico na janela esperando ela passar de mini saia. É perna pra dedéu, do chão ao céu, fica sobre a mini saia. Ela usa pra provocar, rebolando ela vai sambar. A saia roda, gira, ela vinha, que alegria. Chega de bumbum, a molecada para até o futebol. O vento bate, o sol derrama o seu amor. A cor do céu não é azul, é rosa. E a rua inteira reparou na mini saia. Chega de bumbum, na mini saia. Chega de bumbum. Ela sai assim de manhã, começa o dia já botando pra quebrar. Sabe que é gostosa, fica toda prosa, quando sacode o seu balangandã. A saia roda, tira, todos viram que ela vinha, que alegria. Chega de bumbum, a molecada para até o futebol. O vento bate, o sol derrama o seu amor. A cor do céu não é azul, é rosa. E a bate só derrama o seu amor. A cor do céu não é azul, é rosa. E a rua inteira reparou. Mini saia, na mini saia, a molecada para até o futebol. A cor do céu não é azul, é rosa.
Avec nous, nous avons une autre très belle dame de Russie, Vera, qui est aussi très passionnée de danse et qui a connu la culture russe et les autres danses que pratiquent Anastasia et Maria, et qui est établie maintenant à Maurice dans ce si beau domaine. Tu es aussi passionnée de danse et évidemment amoureuse de l'île Maurice. Alors parle-nous un peu de tout ça.
Tout à fait, tout à fait. Donc voilà, je suis d'origine russe, je suis née en Russie, un petit peu au nord, à côté de Saint-Pétersbourg. Et en faisant des études de français, j'ai fait plusieurs voyages en France et à un moment donné, je suis venue m'installer vivre en France. Donc ça fait déjà plusieurs années que j'habite en France. Et j'ai toujours beaucoup voyagé et lors de mes voyages, j'ai découvert ce beau pays, ce beautiful country, l'île Maurice, où tout est magnifique, le pays, les gens, la culture. Donc je suis...
Comme on dit, c'est le parfait paradis, quoi.
Voilà, c'est un lieu paradisiaque un peu sur Terre. Je faisais la danse toute ma vie. J'ai fait de la danse classique, de la danse moderne. J'ai fait de la musique aussi, je joue du piano donc des années. Et en arrivant à l'île Maurice, j'ai rencontré ces deux belles filles qui sont passionnées par la danse. Et, je suis super contente de les avoir rencontrées et pouvoir assister à leurs cours qui surtout les filles, ils transmettent leur passion de la danse.
Bon, c'était un peu un rêve de quand j'étais enfant. Et en Italie, j'avais jamais le temps de le faire. Maintenant, avec ma fille, c'est un moment pour partager ensemble. Nous venons tous les deux et on fait ensemble.
Et tu as trouvé une bonne idée pour venir avec ta maman pour faire la danse? Et tu aimes quoi la danse? Pourquoi tu choisis la danse du ventre et du samba?
Parce que c'est joli, et j'aime bien et j'ai voulu essayer.
Et tu vas peut-être dire à tes amis de venir faire la danse ici?
Bien sûr, oui.
Il y a une raison pourquoi tu as choisi la danse samba, pourquoi pas le sega ou le ballet?
Parce que en fait chaque danse a sa manière. Alors moi j'aime bien cette danse-là, alors du coup voilà.
Là c'est l'occasion rêvée vraiment de pouvoir transmettre un petit peu chez nous avec les Mauriciens la culture russe. Mais tout ça a commencé comment, tes études et surtout les études de danse, comment ça se passe en Russie?
J'étais dans une école de danse classique. On a plusieurs écoles comme ça. Et l'école de musique, c'est pareil, les écoles d'État, privées. Donc, et après, je faisais du fitness. Et la danse, comme ça, je prenais toujours les cours. Pendant quelques années, avant de venir à l'île Maurice, je prenais les cours de pole dance, lap dance, les danses modernes. Et moi, j'aime beaucoup dans la danse ce côté un peu ludique, sensuel, qui met en valeur la femme. Donc, et ce que je retrouve chez Maria et Anastasia.
Mais là, initialement, c'était surtout la danse, même contemporaine, mais de Russie, des danses d'Europe, d'origine d'école de Russie. C'était pas vraiment la musique samba, ni tu ne connais pas encore le belly dance alors.
Voilà, et en Russie, c'est la danse classique, comme on a le ballet, par exemple. Moi, j'ai commencé par l'école de danse classique.
C'était à quel âge là, le ballet? Parce que ça commence à très jeune âge.
J'ai commencé assez tardivement, j'ai commencé à 6 ans, mais on peut commencer
6 ans, c'est tardif.
C'est tardif, oui. Parce qu'en fait, après, les carrières de danseuses de la danse classique, ils sont très courtes, donc c'est pour ça La carrière est trop courte, mais c'est une autre école par rapport à la danse, justement belly dance ou les danses Bollywood. C'est ma passion. Déjà, c'est minimum 1 heure, 2 heures par jour, et après, voilà, je prends des cours, j'assiste. L'école de danse d'Anastasia et Maria, c'est destiné à tout le monde, parce que la danse, c'est quelque chose d'universel, et ça peut être les enfants, les femmes de certain âge, les femmes plus jeunes, les hommes, tout le monde peut trouver sa place.
Vera, dans le monde actuel, les femmes sont tellement occupées dans la maison, avec la famille, mais surtout, les femmes sont dans plusieurs domaines. Dans le domaine de la technologie, dans l'entrepreneuriat, les femmes sont appelées à être des businesswomen. Mais qu'est-ce que tu suggères surtout pour que la femme puisse avoir la balance dans sa vie de tous les jours, et est-ce que la danse peut contribuer à apporter la balance, quoi?
Moi, je considère qu'il le faut absolument, parce que je pense que la carrière de professionnel, c'est un épanouissement, mais l'épanouissement d'une femme, ça va les deux ensemble. Donc la danse, ça peut être un moyen très ludique, facile, pour pouvoir se permettre d'accorder des petits moments comme ça de plaisir, de relaxation, de la pensée à soi-même. Quand on est bien accompagné, ça permet... je pense qu'on trouvera toujours des petits moments dans la vie, même d'une femme businesswoman. On trouvera toujours un petit peu de temps pour se consacrer à la passion ou à un petit loisir comme la danse. Avec mon expérience, je sais qu'à partir du moment quand on commence, après on a envie toujours d'aller plus loin, de se perfectionner.
Alors tu as quelque chose un message très particulier, quoi, pour la femme actuelle.
Peut-être pour les femmes mauriciennes que je trouve particulièrement belles. Je trouve les femmes mauriciennes sont très très belles, vraiment. Je pense qu'il faut qu'ils s'accordent du temps en ayant les enfants, de n'importe quelle catégorie d'âge. Il faut trouver du temps pour s'occuper de soi. Il faut vraiment parce que c'est la question d'organisation, mais on peut toujours trouver des petits moments comme ça. Et c'est les activités, ce qui est proposé, comme par exemple l'école de danse, ça permet de se sortir un peu de chez soi, faire autre chose, voir d'autres personnes, communiquer, voir le monde autrement, ou voir même de façon universelle, parce que la danse, c'est universel.
Vera, merci beaucoup, un si beau message pour les femmes. Et surtout, un grand merci de nous avoir accueillis ici, dans ce si beau domaine. Et surtout, ne pas oublier un grand merci à Christophe, monsieur votre mari, qui nous a accueillis ici. On vous souhaite beaucoup de succès, de devenir un Mauricien très prochainement, d'être intégré dans notre communauté. Et surtout, je vous souhaite bonne chance pour l'école de danse.
Báilame como si fuera la última vez y enséñame ese pasito que no sé, un besito bien suavecito, bebé. Taqui taqui, taqui taqui rumba. Báilame como si fuera la última vez y enséñame ese pasito que no sé, un besito bien suavecito, bebé. Taqui taqui, taqui taqui, taqui taqui. Quieres un besito con aquí, Bulla flota como Nagasaki. Prende los motores Kawasaki, que la etiqueta Jenny llegaron los Anunnaki, no le baje. El booty sobresale de tu traje, no trajo panticito pa' que el nene no trabaje. Es que yo me sé lo que ella cree que ya se sabe. Cuenta que no quiere pero me tiene espionaje. El booty sobresale de tu traje, no trajo panticito pa' que el nene no trabaje. Es que yo me sé lo que ella cree que ya se sabe. Cuenta que no quiere pero me tiene espionaje. Báilame como si fuera la última vez y enséñame ese pasito que no sé, un besito bien suavecito, bebé. Taqui taqui, taqui taqui rumba.
You say you wanna touch it and tease it and squeeze it. When my piggy bank is hungry, my nigga, you need to feed it. You text it, freaky, I don't wanna read it. And just to let you know, this Punani is undefeated. Ay, he said he really wanna see me more. I said we should have a date where at the Lamborghini store. I'm kinda scary, hard to read, I'm like a Ouija board, but I'm a boss bitch. Who you gonna leave me que el nene no te baje. Es que yo me sé lo que tú crees que tú no sabes. Dice que no quiere, pero se quiere comerle el equipaje.
Báilame como si fuera la última vez y enséñame ese pasito que no sé. Un besito bien suavecito, bebé. Taqui, 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 rumba.
Careful when you come through my way. My body doesn't know how to play. The work it, keep it tight every day. And I know you need a taste. Now, falling in love. Give a little ooh, get it well done. Dance on the moon, make a girl wanna run. We keep moving till the sun comes up. I am the party, it's a fiesta. Blow out your candles, have a siesta. We can try, but no one can stop me. With my talkie on, get my talkie good.
Báilame como si fuera la última vez y enséñame ese pasito que no sé. Un besito bien suavecito, bebé. Taqui, 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 rumba.